Monica. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video. I am so hyped to be in front of y'all right now. It's been a minute, so I'm so hyped to get back in front of this camera and holler at y'all to give y'all some good music. I know y'all probably saying, come on, JR, for the last couple of videos, you've been coming in with new edition. Well, yeah, I have, but it was because this past weekend was my mom's birthday, and she finally got to see the New Edition movie. So after the movie was done, she went to the Any Heartbreak album, and she started playing this song. And then she just started singing it all around the house, and it was like, oh, Lord. So it was stuck in my head, so I felt like, why not start it with? Hey, so I felt like, why not start it with a dedication to her? And happy belated birthday, Mom. And I was like, me and her started talking about this song when she was playing it over and over again. We was like, well, we like what Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did with these guys for this Any Heartbreak album, especially this song, You're Not My Kind of Girl, because it had that pop appeal to it, but it still had that soulful roots, you know what I'm saying? It still had that R&B that, you know, we love from New Edition, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam was taking them from being kids to being men. And, you know, you still want that mainstream appeal, and they gave it to him in this song, but just even to hear Johnny go, woo, like, you can't help it. Johnny Gill is a soulful dude. You can't help that in his voice. He got that soul. So it can't be helped. So, you know, for me, I was just, you know, so glad that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did that, for real, for real. But anyway, if you guys have not seen the New Edition story on BET, it's on demand. It's everywhere. I recommend it. You get a lot of gems in this movie, and I feel you really, really won't regret it, for real, for real. So, but anyway, welcome to this week R&B bangers. I got 4 for y'all this week, so y'all can rock to it and understand that R&B and real R&B is still kicking, and I wanted to get this respect in 2017. That's why I'm going to continue to do these R&B bangers and give y'all some fresh joints. So starting with the first banger is from a dude that comes from a group. The group was B2K, and he was the lead singer. His name is Omarion. Now, when it comes to Omarion, I do give him a little bit of a hard time because when it comes to Omarion's vocals, I'm a little shaky with it. But what I've come to realize is Omarion is an entertainer. This boy can entertain. He can dance his face off. Oh my God, like in his videos, I like to watch his videos just to see what moves he's gonna bring. You know what I mean? He loves to entertain, and that's what I've come to realize with, you know, Omarion. So when I heard that he had a new joint out, I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me check it out. Let me see what Omarion's coming for, because it's, you know, I think the last real joint, and you know, there's no shade to it, but the last real joint that I was like, yo, this joint is a banger, when I heard him do Entourage off his 21 album. I love that song. I love the production of it. I just loved it. And then the video just made it even better. And then he came with Icebox, and then it was a banger. So, you know, when I saw that Omarion had a new joint, I was like, all right, you know, let me check it out. And when I checked it out, y'all, I was like, yo, this dude got a banger with this one, for real, for real. I was at work like, oh, okay, Omarion, for real, because the song has that mainstream appeal to it, you know what I mean? And I think that's what really gets me, but also it's the knock. It got a knock to it. So it's still, how do they call it now? Urban, but it still has that R&B feel to it. And it's definitely a bedroom song with the lyrics he's saying, but he made it a up-tempo joint, and I really enjoy it. And the song is called Body on Me. And here's Omarion, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Where should I play it at? I'll play it at this part. Here we go.
Won't you put me on, put your body on me, yeah. Put your body on me, yeah. Put your body on me, put that on.
You see what I'm saying? So it got a little knock to it, you know what I mean? It got a nice little knock to it. to get you groove a little bit, but it still got that mainstream appeal to it. You know what I mean? So I really was digging it, and I've been listening to it all day. So, you know, the video he just put out maybe about 3-4 days ago, you know, Omarion's definitely giving you moves in it, for real, and I want y'all to really check it out, for real, and I'm going to put the video, and, you know, it's on iTunes, if I'm not mistaken, but the video he just brought out, so I'm going to put it in the more info box, and I really want y'all to check it out, for real, so that's Omarion, Body on Me. Keeping the groove going, the next banger is from a 90s classic artist, Miss Chante Moore, the R&B diva herself. I love her voice because she's always the ones that can hit those high, you know, that high octave or however they call it, the whistle or whatever. And to this day, she can still hit that, you know, because unlike, I'm not even going to do it. It's about Miss Moore. It ain't about somebody else, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay? Dick Clark, that's all I got to say. But anyway, when I heard Chante had another joint, I was really happy because one thing I loved about what Chante Moore did when she had the platform of R&B Diva, she released music. She released it. Even though it was a bunch of drama centered around her and all the drama and all the issues, she still released music. And that's what you do when you have a platform and you're a music artist and you want your, you know, your music to be heard. You put it out while you're on a show. That's just smart, you know what I mean? So I was like loving the fact that she was like, look, man, the drama might be on me, but hey, I'm still making music. So I really appreciate that about her. But the record that, you know, that I'm going to talk about, yo, it's such a current joint, and it's so crazy because I wouldn't have even expected Chante Moore to be on a beat like this, but you know, I was shocked back in 2000 when she was on the Straight Up beat that Jermaine Dupri gave her. So it was shocking to me. But again, when I heard this, I was like, really? And then I was like, go ahead, Chante. I was like, yo. And it still, you know, she's still giving you vocals, what we love about Chante, but it also has that current sound to it. Because I gotta be real with myself. There's a sound that R&B is kind of getting mixed in with hip-hop with. So at the end of the day, you kind of got to be with the sound, but you got to make it your own. And Chante did, and she's giving us vocals, and I love it, and the joint knocks, and the song is called Real One. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go.
Ain't nothing like that nigga I had in the past.
So when I first heard this, I'm sitting there like, really, Chante? You on a beat like this? And I'm sitting at work like, okay. I was like, yo, she makes me want to, you know what I mean, even dab on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That probably was the worst dab y'all probably saw, but it don't matter. But y'all know what I was trying to say. But, yo, I was really happy with this joint, and I'm sitting there rocking. But what I can say, Chante Moore, I love the part, the one that I came in with, where you say he ain't like that nigga that I had in the past. Now, I know that was a shot to that ex-husband you had, because one thing I love, and I will say this all the time, when you're an artist and you make music, let your music be your truth. And I don't care what nobody said, I felt that emotion in that joint, for real. So, Chante, I see you, girl. But, like I said, I can hear this song being played on mainstream radio because, like I said, it's the current sound. So, but, like, what I like about this, because, yes, it's the current sound, but it seems like these artists, these current artists that get all this mainstream play and they consider them R&B, they're using auto-tune. I'm like, but no. You know, they sound like the production of the song. Can I hear some vocals? And you know what I'm saying? And Chante actually gave me that at this part right here. I was like, thank you, Chante. And here we go. So she getting real vocals. You don't hear no auto-tune, no nothing. So I was like, Chante, please show this young generation what it is. But you know, like I said, it has that current sound, it has that bump to it, and I hope you know, mainstream radios like Power 105 with The Breakfast Club and Angie Martinez and all them, and Hot 97 with Ebro, and you know, all them can really play this song because it has that current vibe. I don't want to just keep hearing this on WBLS, even though the song has that current sound. Yo, play it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, even if a rapper got to get on the remix just for this joint to get exposure, this joint is it. I want her to get love from this joint. And like I said, so y'all can, this younger generation can hear some vocals on these beats rather than these auto-tunes that sound like computers. No. So that's Chante Moore with Real One. I'm going to put all her info in the more info box so y'all can check it out. Alrighty, let's get to this next one. So, I guess it's time to slow it down a little bit with the boy Musiq Soulchild. Congratulations, Musiq Soulchild, for the Grammy nomination that you got, that you could take home next week for the Grammys, if it's this week or next week, one of them. And so I was checking out one of my R&B websites, and I saw that Musiq had a new joint. So I was hoping it was kind of like Hardaway, because that joint was my joint off his last album, Life on Earth. And, well, when I heard it, it was a mid-tempo, and it was like, it gave me half crazy mixed with Don't Change vibe. And, you know, the song is called Simple Things, and what he's saying in the joint is like, just the simple things in life matter, and that's what should matter, you know what I mean? So, it was like, you know, Musiq kind of gave me that with the don't change. You shouldn't change and be who you are and all that, and with this song, he's just saying, yo, you know, it's just the simple things in life. And after I listened to this song, I wanted to listen to N.D.R.E.'s Simple Things, because it kind of gave me that same vibe. But here is Musiq's Simple Things, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. I'm going to get to the part. Which part I'm going to play? We can go there. You see what I'm saying? So it got that little smooth vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, the finer things in life, it really don't matter. The simple things is what matter. It's really, like I said, I want your music to be your truth. And obviously this is his truth, and this should be everybody's truth. You know what I mean? So that's what I really, and you know, like I said, Musiq always give us these types of bangers. Like he gave us Don't Change, he gave us Love, So Beautiful. These are the type of joints, and I really like it. So, you know what I mean? I want y'all to check it out. Don't Change is on, he just brought it out a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken, but it is a banger, and I wanted to talk about it on R&B Bangers, and I'm going to put it in the more info box so y'all can check it out. Now, the last artist I felt I had to talk about. Like, it was a must, because this group is connected to two of my favorite artists of all time, Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack. Now, if y'all know by now, if y'all been checking out Junior's World of Soul, I talk about Sam Cooke often, and I talk about not Donnie, but I do talk about Donnie Hathaway, but I talk about Bobby Womack. And I did a video because Bobby Womack and Sam Cooke are part of the reasons of me falling in love with soul music, because my family loves them. My grandfather loved Sam Cooke. That was his favorite singer. He loved the classic, you know, soul of Bobby Womack, and it went to my mother, and my mother loved Bobby Womack. So they played this so much when I was a kid, and I ended up loving it. And so when I saw that the Womack sisters, you know, had a new song, the first thing I said was, wait a minute, are they related to Bobby Womack? Then I found out, wait a minute, those are his nieces. I said, oh. Then I found out they're the daughter of Linda and Cecil. Lord, I'm suck with pronouncing names, but Womack and Womack. And if y'all don't know who Womack and Womack is, they are known for this record right here. This classic 1983, I think it came out, record. And it goes a little something like this. So that's the hit. So then, right then and there, I was like, then they're Sam Cooke's granddaughters, and I completely lost it, y'all. I was like, yo, this song is a banger. Mind you, I didn't even hear the song yet. I was like, it don't matter. You're coming from Sam Cooke, and you're coming from Bobby Womack. This is a banger. And I felt like I said that because my grandfather's spirit started talking to me like, oh, you better talk about this song, and it's going to be good. So then when I listened to it, I was like, it confirmed that my grandfather's spirit was right. You know what I'm saying? And they're giving you that 60s vibe. And one thing about me, as much as I love 70s artistic music, how artistic it was, and artists were being a little bit more, they were able to be artists, rather than in the 60s they was given, but I like the sound of the 60s. And this is what the Womack sisters are giving me. And let me tell y'all, this song is amazing. It's called Darling. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo! So come on, like, them harmonies they're giving on this is crazy, and I'm loving it, and they're keeping the family legacy alive, y'all. These girls can actually sing. And, you know, now that I knew that they had music, of course, I went and did my research and tried to find other stuff that they do. They did a performance where they did A Change Is Gonna Come, and they did People Get Ready by the Impressions. Let me tell y'all, I wanted to throw my shoe at the screen because them girls was singing, and they harmonies and everything sound beautiful together. Like, I was like, whoa, they are. And then they did Sweet Thing, and they harmonies was crazy on that. I was like, whoa, they giving my girls SWV a run for their money, for real, for real. But y'all, please show these girls some love. They really keeping, I know Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack has to be sitting in heaven happy, because what they're doing is they keeping the legacy alive, and the music sounds so good, and they're really talented. Now, I felt like I was obligated to do this, like I said, because they, you know, their family's legacy is a big part of my family, a big part of my life. And you know, I felt like also these girls have talent, y'all. Like, we need talent in R&B. We need some real singing again. And that's what we're missing. And you know, let me cut this off for a second. You know how everybody on Twitter be go back into the 90s. Everybody want to talk about the 90s and the 90s and the 90s. We had real singing back in the 90s. We had, you know, the production might have made the song, but people actually have vocal talent. And that's what we're missing in R&B right now. And that's what we need. And these girls, you know, Womack sisters are doing it, or Darling. I'm going to put their information in my info box. I really, really want y'all to check them out. Their talent really needs to be shown all over the world, for real, for real. And I'm going to be promoting them like crazy because I love what they're doing. But that's really your R&B bangers for the week. That's Omarion with Body on Me, Chante Moore with Real One, Musiq Soulchild with Simple Things, and my family, the Womack sisters with Darling. Now, when you listen to these songs, each of these songs had a different type of sound. Now, maybe Chante Moore's had the more of the current sound, but you know, Omarion didn't sound like Chante. Chante didn't sound like Musiq. Musiq didn't sound like the Womack sisters. And that's what we need on current R&B radio. And that's what we need to be heard so people can be influenced instead of everybody going to this one sound. We need different sounds so we can get different music. So, you know, everybody can be inspired. And hopefully, you know, 2017 mainstream radio like Power 105 and all these other big, you know, mainstream radio can start really playing talented artists instead of the same artist every 2 seconds. It's getting really annoying. But y'all know I gotta go on this little rant before I get up out of here. But I'm going to end the video with Bobby Womack, and I will see y'all next week with the next R&B bangers, and we gonna go out with this. And here we go. Woo! Come on back a little. Man, here we go. I'm out, y'all. Peace.